Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to go over how to weaponize Chinese astrology. So this is something I talk very sparingly about, but now I'm going to get into some advanced topics. So with Chinese astrology, guys, it's very simple. You guys understand there's different years for different animals, and that's the most popular point that's given out online. So I want to focus primarily on the year sign that you have today, and then tell you guys exactly how you can weaponize this energy to actually work for you, and you're not so worried anymore. So what we have, guys, in Chinese astrology is we have friendly years, and then we have an enemy year, and then we have neutral years as well. So what really is the case is that you have 3 years that are going to be very good, 3 years that are going to be, or supposed to be very bad, but there's glitches, which we'll get into, and then 3 years that are neutral. So the 3 years that are good to start off with are like your trine. So I'm a dog, so my trine is tiger and then horse. So I have to watch out for my enemy trine, which is dragon, monkey, and rat. So on those years specifically, I got to make sure, I got to first check the numerology of the year to see if maybe my 8 gets along with it, which 8 gets along with nobody. So yeah. In enemy trine years, you want to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. And what I mean by that is the whole ideology of, oh, let me just stay low key during my enemy year is not going to work, because there's 3 years you have to actually watch out for. I got to watch out for dragon years, I got to watch out for monkey years, and I got to watch out for rat years. The last rat year, I lost my job, lost a bunch of money in scams. My bank got defrauded. In 2024, the big fuss and fit with family, my money went up. It was an enemy year. I made it good because of my knowledge, but I could see where algorithmically it was supposed to go extremely bad, but because of my competence it went really good. So what I'm trying to get across is that you need to exercise more competence in enemy year situations than in regular situations where you're in a neutral year, like what I'm in right now, like a snake year, which is completely neutral to me as a dog. It's not good, but it's not bad. So in other words, life is more so back in my control, and there's no oversizing polarity try to push me in one direction or the next. So what I would say is this: in enemy year sequences, if you're successful enough, go on autopilot. So what I mean by that is, like, if I was where I want to be completely, multi-millions in crypto, a couple million subscribers on YouTube, I would put my businesses on autopilot. I would not change anything on my YouTube that year. I would do the same sort of trades. I'd probably trade more minimally, take less risk, less leverage on certain trades, and make sure that everything is just very balanced. And that'd be my idea of low key during enemy years. On friendly years is when I want to push the tempo more. So in dog years, horse year, which is coming up for us guys just now, and then we have the tiger year. In those years, I should be wanting to push even harder. For instance, like my last tiger year, I made a huge lump sum of money via crypto in 2022, where a lot of people were losing money. I was making a bunch of money because it was a friendly year to me. So I actually ended up making a lot as a result of it. So that's the examples that I'm talking about. Is like when we're working within your trine, you find that hitting your goals and just your overall life, overall luck, and just energy is more upbeat, and it's different in comparison to an enemy year where it's like you feel like you have to fight, and then a neutral year, it's a bit in give and take, and it involves other parts of your chart you have to look at, like of course your numerology, other forms of astrology, but not only that, you can look at your different pillars within Chinese or Vietnamese astrology when it comes to the monthly pillar, daily, and then the hourly/minute pillar. So when you look at these things, you then bring it to a collective and having a bigger understanding of what's going on. For the sake of this video, how to weaponize this is simple. Use your friendly years to go extremely hard, meaning like to initialize new goals, see them through, start businesses. Obviously, you have to use common sense. I know what the question is going to be in the comments. Well, what if my friendly year is in a 9 year? How do I start something new? You got to, of course, balance things out. Look at what your personal year is. Look at your personal months, and then start seeing where you can schedule things in. And then if you still have confusion, of course, just get like a transfer report. Not even by me. You can even do it for yourself online and start seeing where things line up to actually start a business. So this is what I mean, guys. It's a lot of knowledge, and it sounds like a lot of calculation, but it really is not once you have the general idea of what you're dealing with. With Chinese astrology, you have to focus on, am I in a friendly year in Chinese astrology, a neutral, or an enemy? Because you're always in one of the three. And people don't really seem to take that in. They think it's just one enemy year, one friendly year when it's your own sign, and then everything else is just whatever. It's like, that's not quite it at all. If you're a dog in a rat year, you're in a lot of danger. If you're a dog in a monkey, you're in a lot of danger. If you're a dog in a dragon year, you already know you're in a lot of danger. You have to act accordingly and then treat life like war at that time. So understanding that same goes for other signs. Like for my rats next year, you guys got to be very careful in that horse year. Horse doesn't like you. So you got to make sure that you already have preconceived goals in mind. You got to make sure that you're either continuing on with the goal you already started this year, but I wouldn't necessarily start a new goal next year during your enemy year. You actually want to have it already going and then progressing into that year. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the whole idea, guys, is to weaponize Chinese astrology. You can schedule your life by using its polarities against itself. Enemy years, continue what you're already doing or put your business on autopilot if you're successful enough. Friendly years, initialize new ideas, new businesses, whatever it may be, new goals and imperatives, and then start seeing them through because you're going to have a lot of energy to bring it off the ground in those years. And then in neutral years, you can also start new goals. So out of the 12 years, 6 out of 12 of them are going to be pretty good, is what I would say. At least 6 out of 12 is like very, very good. Where it's like you don't have a lot to worry about. You have your own friendly years. You got your own neutral years that are pretty good. It's just the last set that's going to be a bit like, it's just simply okay. All right, so that does finalize my video for today, guys. If you have any questions for me whatsoever, just leave something in the comment section for me. Aside from that, like, subscribe. Holla at me for today, guys. Peace.